Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A quarterfinal round as the number 2 seeded Coon Rapids Cardinals host the number 7 seed Centennial. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro sideline for tonight's action, and Howie, two teams both winning their last 2 regular season games, but just a couple of weeks ago in their one meeting of the year, the Cardinals coming out on top by 14.
It doesn't get better than this, Joe, and this is going to be an exciting game. Obviously, two teams that are well aware of each other. They played before, obviously, once, as you mentioned. And I think coming into that, it's going to be kind of a defensive situation for both teams. And who can limit what the other one does offensively, I think, is going to come to a big part of this game tonight.
And limiting the Centennial offense is not easy. They have one of the best scorers in the history of the school coming in, trying to make sure this season doesn't end tonight.
That's Coon. He's averaging a little over 15 points a game. Just scored his 1,000th point last month. He's the team leader, school leader in 3-point shots and also steals. So he's a great player, and the Cardinals are going to have their hands full with him all night long.
And he's not their only weapon. Very similar when you look at the makeups of these two teams. The Cardinals have really traded wins with losses pretty much all season long, but now you can no longer do that. You have to get on a hot streak. Their two leaders, really easy to see that they have led the team in every category. We talked about it coming in. Who do we ISO in the quarterfinals? You've got to talk about the senior, and that's Jerry Freeman.
Yeah, Jerry's just really such a good on-court leader. Had 30 points in the last game against Tanoka. Averages 17 points a game, about 6.5 rebounds. But he really is the field general for this team, and he's going to be able to just not only score, but distribute and play strong defense tonight.
Well, and Jackson Young, the other one, and they're kind of, both teams, a two-headed monster with two guys well above the rest when it comes to scoring lead. But you brought up a great point. Who can defend better? Cardinals in a good position as the number 2 seed to make a run all the way to the championship.
You know, you look at this section, and it could be anybody's section. There's not a clear number 1 in my mind anyway. And the Cardinals being the number 2, they've got a great path to get to the finals. You got to win this one tonight, because if you don't, you're not talking about any of that.
Yeah, you definitely can't look past any opponent in the playoffs. Section 7 4A quarterfinals start next on CTN. Back at the Fieldhouse, just about ready to get these playoffs underway. Coon Rapids exactly 500, 13-13, but it has been ebb and flow all year long. Now it's got to be full throttle on the gas.
Yeah, and then we talked about the brackets. There's the full brackets. You can see how everything's going to lay out. When talking to Coach Joe, he says he really likes the way this squad is playing, especially defensively. And we talked about that in the opening, how important defense is going to be tonight. They had a team bonding session last night. They went to, here comes a free plug, Pizza Ranch, and they really got together, and they do this. Coach Joe has done this as a ritual before the section opportunity, and they're pretty excited.
Well, and the Cardinals know, should the Bengals win, and should they win, obviously, and they meet the Bengals in the next round. They lost the one meeting against Blaine, split the season series. So definitely not a team that they will feel extremely comfortable about facing. Parker stole an early 3, and he drained it just seconds in.
Yeah, not the guy you think is going to take that quick 3, and the Cardinals are going to apply a press here, giving Centennial a little trouble getting the ball over the timeline. And they didn't get it.
They did. Kept the Cougars from getting across midcourt. 10-second violation. And that's how you start the ball game.
Yeah, that's definitely how you start. We saw Spencer Waldvogel, the head coach, as Stoll drills that 3, nothing but net.
Yeah, and he kind of was leaning as he hit the shot, and nothing but net. Belpedio from the near corner. That one's off the iron, rebounded by Gunderman. Coon near midcourt, taken away by Young. He's on the break, lays it up and in.
Cardinals off to a nice start here. 5-0 lead. A couple of turnovers and a three-pointer, and then that basket by Young.
Long three for Coon is good.
Now, we talked about Ty Burgoon in the opening, the leading three-point shot in the history of Centennial High School. So he's going to be able to drain it, and that quiets the crowd a little bit.
Cardinals into their half-court offense really for the first time. The first two trips so quick. Working the perimeter, Belpedio from the corner again. This one's short. Rebound by Jordan, but it ripped away by Jacob Hosfield. Yeah,
Hosfield with a nice job there. Connor Jordan had 24 points, 10 boards, and 8 assists last time these two teams played.
Coon, an open look from the left wing. This one is off the rim. Belpedio has the rebound.
I think rebounding, too, is going to be so important here tonight.
Freeman slashing his way inside. Getting in his way was Hosfield. And the Cougars able to secure the rebound.
Centennial did a nice job of not fouling Jerry on that play.
Popping a three-pointer from the right side is Jackson Dreesen. And Centennial has its first lead of the night.
Dreesen had 30 points against the Cardinals last time and 45 last year when these two teams played.
And now it's Centennial coming up with a steal. The shot in traffic off the mark by Gunderson.
A heads-up play by Stoll. That ball looked like it may go out of bounds. He was able to kick it back to a teammate.
Oh, Dreesen hit both three-pointers. Thank you, Neil Hennon. Highlights is on it.
He's always on it.
Connor Jordan off the mark. Rebound by Hosfield.
Good play by Dreesen defensively, really limiting Connor and kind of not letting him get the shot off that he wanted.
Coon had it blocked away out of bounds by Connor Jordan. Thought he had some contact, but no call. Teammates help him back to his feet, and Gunderman will inbound from underneath the Coon Rapids basket. In the corner, D'Agostino has an open look. It's short. Freeman has the rebound, and he's got Coon Rapids on the run. Left side, Belpedio, Stoll in the corner. This one rims out. Hosfield has the rebound. Leaves it back for Gunderman. Pressure comes. Gets it across to Burgoon. Burgoon in traffic, kicked it out. Dreesen to Gunderman, back to Dreesen, cutting in the lane, and he scores.
Beautiful cut to the basket by Dreesen, and a nice find to get him the basket. A three-point lead for the Cougars here early on this contest.
Dreesen with all 8 points for Centennial.
Guess we ISO'd the wrong player, Joe.
Jackson Young to Jerry Freeman for three. That's off the mark. The rebound by Dreesen. In the corner, Hosfield for three. That one won't go. Freeman ahead to Belpedio on the right side. Cardinals had the first 5 points of the ball game inside the first 30 seconds. Since then, Centennial 8 unanswered. Young in the lane, spins. His jump shot is short. The rebound by D'Agostino. Up court, Dreesen behind the defense has another basket, and Centennial has a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Coach O'Dort not happy with that sequence as he was screaming no defense. Dreesen with all 10 points for Centennial.
Freeman had it poked away, able to recover his dribble, working against Hosfield, gets it out to Stoll. Up top, Young had it stripped away out of bounds. The Cardinals will keep it.
Jackson Hetwer is going to check into the action here for the Cardinals. Tony Belpedio will take a seat on the bench.
Hetwer inside, Jordan spins to his left and scores.
Yeah, we've seen Connor Jordan do that a number of times this year. Just that nice spin move to create an open look for himself, and he's able to drop it.
Burgoon into the corner for Hosfield. Double team comes. Able to get along the baseline to D'Agostino. Corner three-pointer won't fall for Dreesen this time. Jackson Young on the run. Got into traffic, and then it all disappeared, and he had an open look, and he scores.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my gosh, look at that. Defense opened up and made it easy for him to get the bucket. He has 4.
The defense collapsed perfectly. There were 3 guys there, and he ran into them. Three-pointer, a big one this time for Luke Gunderman.
That was a nasty 3.
But then they all just backed off.
Yeah.
Jackson Hetwer for 3, and he hits it. We're back to a 1-point game.
Well, when I talked to Coach Joe, he said Jackson Hetwer has been shooting the ball so well in practice this week. You can see it there. He felt it early.
Burgoon, he's on the board.
Yeah, and you got to make sure you put a player on him because he is so good.
Quick pace to the early goings of this section quarterfinal. Jerry Freeman, pump fake, back underneath. Young spins, looks for the pressure, able to kiss it off the glass and in.
Yeah, nice play by Young, very active underneath the basket.
Long three-pointer,
wow.
It's still good for Gunderman. And a timeout, Centennial.
19-14 the score here. Plenty of time left, obviously, in this opening half, but feeling it from outside are the Cougars.
5 3-pointers from 3 different players, and that one for Gunderman way outside.
Yeah, and again, you leave a player open like that, and he takes the opportunity to get the shot.
Well, Centennial has to be pretty happy with the way this one has started so far. Not only are they in front, but getting all the guys going.
Well, yeah, you're on the road, you're in the sections. Obviously, nerves play a little bit of a part here early on, but guys are true right now. They're hitting shots from the outside, really on both teams, but Centennial with a little bit of an advantage here early on.
Stoll started the game with a 3-pointer for the Cardinals. They have one other. That one came from Jackson Hetwer just a minute or so ago. Young in the paint, kicks it out. Hetwer from the corner. This one's good too.
Yikes. 6 points quickly off the bench for Hetwer as he's feeling it from the outside.
Long 3 again is good. Talk about feeling it. Gunderman again from 20 plus away from the basket.
Wow.
And amazing how quickly the crowd quieted down here at the field house. Freeman thought about it, kicks it over to Stoll instead. His 3 is good.
Well, we're talking about a 3-fest right here so far early on in this contest, Joe.
We're not halfway through, and we've seen 9 3-pointers in the first half. In the corner, D'Agostino well off the mark. Parker Stoll will turn up court. Jackson Young puts it on the floor, spins back, kicks it to the corner. Freeman for 3. That won't go. Jordan has the rebound. He's going to get the foul. That's the first foul of the ball game.
Yeah.
More than 8 minutes in.
Oh boy, he's sky high for that rebound as well.
We've seen 9 3-pointers before we saw a foul. That's impressive basketball on both sides.
Absolutely.
And we've got a tight 2-point game. Make it even. You got to watch out for him on the inbound.
Well, yeah, you can't leave Jackson Young alone underneath the basket. We're tied, as you mentioned, at 22. He has 8.
Burgoon lets the defense flies by, kicks it out. Hosfield, the mid-range jumper is good.
Well, these two teams are playing like two teams that do not want to end their season.
Every possession brings with it a little extra intensity when you get to the postseason. Great feed from Young. Jordan can't bully his way past Burgoon. And he comes up empty.
Well, he had to readjust too. The first look looked like he had the opportunity.
Coughed it up as he tried to split the two defenders. Parker Stoll for three. That one's good as well. Cardinals back in front.
Yikes. Stoll with 9 points.
All alone, Hosfield underneath, and
Coach O
is hopping back.
Wow, I don't blame him. I would be too. Total lack of defense on that play as a walk.
Travel on Jackson Young. Just over midway through the first half. Parker Stoll.
Little rainbow shot.
3 3-pointers early on. Foul is going to be called against Jerry Freeman, his first. Connor Jordan's going to be called for the foul as he knocked D'Agostino out of the way to get to the ball. Dreesen finds a hole to the lane. They get it to him quickly and he scores. Running around the defense is Young to answer.
Yeah, and Coach Waldvogel can't be happy with that defensive play there. They let him get to the basket. He has 10.
Another three-pointer drained by Luke Gunderman. He's got a dozen.
Just amazing.
We're on pace to have 100 points either way. Can they keep it up? Freeman. A quick answer on the run. Hosfield in the corner. Burgoon had to sky for that one. Gets it back to Hosfield. Gunderman, another look. This time off the mark, and Jordan has the rebound.
Well, he has a spot on the court, and that was not from that spot. He's been hitting it. A little more top of the key.
Yeah, he was too close.
Yeah. Wasn't out far enough.
Wasn't 22 feet away. Parker Stoll from that left wing. This one's short. Freeman has the rebound, and he puts it back. We're tied at 31.
That's just a hustle play by Jerry Freeman to get that rebound off the miss from Stoll.
Gunderman to the corner. Dreesen for three. That's off the iron. The rebound by Jackson Young. And quickly to the other end. Hatwer from long range, and he has another one.
Wow. Wow.
What a half we have witnessed thus far. Young nearly had the tie-up, gets the steal instead. He's got numbers, but Burgoon's going to foul him instead.
Yeah, I like that foul because that pass was going to Jordan underneath, and he would have been all alone for the easy bucket.
Tegan Plum and Tate will get his first minutes. Another look at that drive by Jerry Freeman a moment ago.
Will Quick and Tyler Mabry in for the Cougars as well.
Stoll gets it in to Jackson Young. Working against Will Quick. Gets to the paint. Kicks it over his head to Hatwer, and Hatwer couldn't handle the pass. Cardinals turn it over.
Yeah, I think he thought he was going to go for the shot, and he wasn't expecting that that pass to come out to the wing.
So Coon Rapids with the last 7 points to take a 34-31 lead. And Gunderman, that time came up empty. I thought it was going to go again.
I did too.
Tate to the corner, Young for three, it's good.
Gives the Cardinals a 6-point lead with 6 minutes remaining in the opening half. And what an opening half it's been, Joe.
fantastic pace to this ball game. Burgoon, good feed underneath to Quick, and he scores.
Again, you get that backdoor defense, nobody coming over to cover, and easy basket for Quick.
Hetwer forces it into Plowman Tate, kicks it out. Young to Hetwer with a hand in his face. He's got another one. A dozen for Jackson Hetwer, mom and sister raising the roof behind us.
And definitely an excited gymnasium here at Coon Rapids.
How could you not be?
I
It's
know.
a fantastic half. Gunderman, little fake, steps inside, kicks it out. Three-pointer is off the mark for Tyler Mabry. Back the other way come the Cardinals. Hetwer, another long one. This one off the mark, took a little contact from Burgoon.
Nothing called.
But no call. Centennial has the rebound. Burgoon into the front court. Underneath, Dreesen scores.
What a look from Burgoon to Dreesen. Cuts the lead to 5.
Coon Rapids working the perimeter, taking Plowman Tate. Had it punched away. Young recovers. His three is good. Insane.
He's got 16 in the first half. 16 points.
With
Lead all
5
scores.
minutes to go.
Yeah.
Burgoon to the corner, gets it back. He'll throw up a three. That's off the mark. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Coon Rapids ball. Last touched by Tyler Mabry.
Across the way from us in the student section, there's nobody sitting. Everybody's on their feet. Just about everybody, anyway.
Well, if you sit down and you're not in the front row, you're not seeing the game.
This is true.
But this game has definitely got enough to keep fans on their feet.
Absolutely.
78 points in 14 minutes of basketball. That's impressive.
A little Quick picking up the foul.
We talked about it a lot in the open, but these teams want to definitely get their scores going, but defense was going to be important. There have been defensive breakdowns, but it's not that has led to this. It's just a lot of really solid offense, and the shooting has been spectacular.
It really has. I mean, now the Cardinals back up to a 10-point lead as Young's going to be called for the reach-in.
I think our estimates of the final score are going to be a little low.
You think?
But things can always change. Dreesen thought about that super long three. We've seen guys from both teams hit from well beyond the arc. Nine three-pointers for the Cardinals. 7.
That's just crazy.
Ball got away from Hosfield. Plowman Tate races the other way and puts in his first of the night.
Yeah, did a nice job of controlling and then kind of fading away a little bit, so he was able to get a better look at the basket and no contact drawn.
Long three-pointer off the mark for Dreesen. Long rebound handled by Hetwer. Hetwer to the corner. Belpedio spots up, and that one won't go. Plowman Tate the rebound, out to Young. Works inside, spins away from pressure, out to Belpedio. He gets back to the paint. Great feed to Young underneath. Gets his man in the air. Can't get it to fall, but tips it home. And the Cardinals are up by 14.
You talk about hustle, and Coach Waldvogel not happy with his defense on that opportunity there.
Dreesen thought about this shot. They reverse, far side for Quick.
Oh, no.
Young's going to get called for another one, trying to get around D'Agostino.
Yeah. He thought he didn't. He thought he got all ball first before he drew any contact, but that's his second.
20 points in the first half for Jackson Young. He'll take a breather.
He could probably use one, but it's tough to take him off the floor with how hot he is.
Connor Jordan back in, adds a little extra beef and size underneath for the Cardinal lineup. Hosfield up top for Burgoon. Surveys the defense across to Quick. Fakes one way, back to Burgoon. Pass was deflected, but got through to Hosfield. Scoops it, D'Agostino in the corner. Hands off Burgoon. Namke gets it out. Hosfield for three. It's off the back of the iron. Little tip to Plowman Tate. Kicks it to Etwer for three. He's got another.
Wow.
And how the Cougars have not called a timeout over the last 5 minutes to me is a little shocking. Burgoon puts a little bit of quiet back into the crowd.
Well, Centennial needed that. There's no doubt about it.
Still down 14. Freeman weaving his way through, drops it off. Jordan back out, up top. Plowman Tate for three. Can't quite get the roll to go. Burgoon comes away with the rebound. Punched away by Jerry Freeman. It's out of bounds, and the Cougars will keep it.
That's a tough one from Plowman Tate. I thought that was going down. It just kind of rolled out.
10 3-pointers for the Cardinals in this first half. Gunderman scoops it back to Burgoon. Gunderman from way outside again, and he's
unconscious from there.
That spot has been money for him. He's got 15, all from pretty much that same spot. College recruiters know that he's ready for that expanded three-point line.
With just about a minute remaining in the half, and the key for Centennial is they want to get this lead under double digits before the break. Cardinals hoping to have something to say about it, but
Gunderman on the left wing this time, back for Burgoon. Back to Gunderman. Burgoon will take the three. This one won't go. Rebound poked at, punched at, and then controlled by Namke, but he stepped on the line. Jackson Hetwer thought about the three, but thought better of it. Jordan kicks out to Belpedio into the paint. Tried to dump it behind him, behind the defense to Jordan. It got away, but he was fouled first. Landon Natke called for the foul.
Parker Stoll coming in with 9 points from the bench.
The Cardinals lose it on the inbound. Burgoon. Foul away from the ball.
Tom Jordan. Oh, they're going to take Jordan out with two personals. Jason Russ is going to come in for Coon Rapids.
Jason Russ has played well over the last few weeks as well. Both of those two guys have, and that's a part that really has come around late in the season for Coon Rapids. A part of their game is those two young men and their ability to have a little bit of better presence underneath the glass at both ends. Hosfield, a three-pointer from the corner. That's three unanswered three-pointers for Centennial to cut this lead back to 8. Russ down low, he scores. And it will count at the buzzer from half court. Gunderman nails another. He's got 18 going to the locker room. Not even mid-court. And you can see he definitely got it away before the clock hit 0, and he nailed it. Unbelievable first half of basketball. It's blowing our minds. I don't know what it's doing for the guys on the bench. We'll soon find out. Howie Shapiro's on the sidelines with Coach Ogorek. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. I am here with Coach Ogorek, and one of the most probably exciting first halves I've seen in a while. How do you feel?
Maybe for you. No, I mean, both teams are shooting well. We know Centennial could shoot. They've come here scorched earth, and like I told you yesterday, feeling good about some of our guys, how we've shot in practice this week. So we've mirrored that right now. So
you've talked about defense and how important it's going to be tonight. I saw some breakdowns defensively, but I thought your squad played pretty well on the defensive end. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. Like they're fighting some stuff. They're getting inside out on us right now, and we're going to have to match some physicality early on. We got to take that inside out of it. But it's going to be a war. These guys are, I mean, my dude just chucked it up from, Andover to make the shot here. So, we know that this is going to be a dogfight, and we're going to have to really lock in. We're going to have to get physical. Finished possessions are going to be big. Got to limit a couple turnovers. We had a couple ugly ones at the end of the half. We don't need that, okay? We got to take care of the ball.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. We'll be back to break down the first half right after this.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then two noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Halftime of this Section 7 4A quarterfinal, and it's been a shootout in every word of it. I mean, it's what a way to see this ball game start. It started with Parker Stoll hitting a three-pointer for Coon Rapids in the opening seconds, and the shooters on both sides of the ball just unconscious. Gunderman with the 18.6 three-pointers in the first half for Luke Gunderman. And Jackson Hetwer came off the bench and hit 5 for Coon Rapids. All told, 21 three-pointers in that first half.
Yeah.
And Gunderman, three-quarter court in the final second at the buzzer to close what had been a 17-point Coon Rapids lead down to 7 before the break.
Yeah, I mean, in games past, Coon Rapids has been the one that has been digging out of a hole and making a comeback. This time, Centennial, not much of a hole, down by 7. It could have been a lot worse outside that three-pointer from downtown Andover, basically, as Coach O said.
If the second half can mirror the first, we're in for an automatic classic. Get your drinks, get your appetizers for half 2. It starts next on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. We're at the half. Coon Rapids with a 7-point lead over Centennial. Here with head coach Spencer Waldvogel. Coach, What a first half. You talked about quality shots hitting. Guys hit 11 3-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, we shot the lights out. The only problem is they did too. So had to, tighten up our defensive adjustment at half and then keep taking good quality shots.
You talked a little bit about turning the ball over, some turnovers there in the first half. What was your message to the guys during the break?
Just keep doing what we're doing. I mean, we took care of the ball really well. We shot really well. I thought we need to do a little better job of getting hands up on shooters, but like I told you earlier today, just the one shot opportunities and the one possession opportunities for Coon Rapids. So got to keep working and got to make a little run the second half.
Should be a fun one. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you, Joe. We're going to get the second half going right now.
For one of these teams, only 18 minutes of basketball remains in their season. For their seniors, it's the threat of the end of a career. Neither team wants to end here. Both teams trying to get to semifinal Saturday in Princeton. Coon Rapids has the upper hand, built the big lead, as we talked about, up as high as 17 points. But Centennial refuses to back down, and one of the most impressive shots that we've seen in 27 years.
Oh, absolutely. It's a very interesting contest. Centennial.
I took my eye off it. I thought the half was over. I saw the ball go in. Tried to start where he left off, but Gunderman's three-pointer in and out at the opposite basket. Coon Rapids first looked to our left of this second half. Young spins and dishes. We're able to scramble and recover. Jerry Freeman to Parker Stoll. Corner for Hetwer. His three is good.
Well, he's continuing where he left off in the first half. He has 18. Cardinals back to a 10-point lead.
Gunderman will take it inside this time. Comes up just short. Complains that he was fouled. Won't get the call. Jerry Freeman to Hetwer. He wants another one. This time it's off the mark. And the rebound out of bounds. Cardinal ball. Jerry Freeman, good hustle to make sure it went out last touched by Gunderman.
Yeah, Gunderman's talking to the official to make sure that, did it really go off him? Yeah, it definitely went off him. Hetwer from way outside again, nothing but nylon.
Inbound to Stoll. He thought about the three. He's bumped out of bounds by Dreesen, and that'll draw a foul. We saw 21 three-pointers. We saw 9 minutes to start this ball game without a personal foul on either team. That's got to be nearly as impressive. It certainly is to me.
Well, yeah, definitely a cleanly played game here so far.
Freeman continues to weave, gives up, gives it out to Stoll. The three-pointer is good, and that's how you need to hit him, I guess.
Yeah, you found
Get him running to his left and let him kind of fall off to his left. That's how he hit the one that start this ball game in the opening seconds.
Yeah, I found nothing but the bottom of the net.
Gunderman adjusts to his left. The shot is off the mark. Long rebound taken by Freeman. Hosfield nearly traveled after jumping the passing lane. Three-pointer for Dreesen off the mark. Freeman's going to get called underneath. D'Agostino, for a guy his size, seems to go down awfully easy.
Yeah. That's first team foul, second foul on Freeman.
Top of the key, Burgoon. He's been quiet, just 6 points. Gunderman thought about it, steps inside. Left-handed jump shot won't go. Rebound tipped and controlled by Jackson Young. Just over 2 minutes into this second half. Young scores in the lane. Lead back to 15.
Yeah, Cardinals really doing a nice job of opening up the lead. Now they're just going to have to continue to try and hold it with a lot of time remaining.
Burgoon can't get the three to go. The rebound by Connor Jordan.
Yeah, Connor Jordan's been really good on the boards here tonight.
Hetwer, an open look from the right corner. That won't go. D'Agostino has the rebound. Dreesen on the run. working against Stoll. He'll kick it back for Gunderman. Don't let him shoot from there. That's his spot.
That is his spot.
A mile away on the right wing, where he got most of his 6 first-half three-pointers. Burgoon an open look, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, and again, we talked about him that the leading three-point shot in the history of Centennial High School, drains it.
First points of the second half for Centennial. Jackson Young's left-hander won't go. Jordan has the rebound. Back out to Stoll. He'll take it to the lane, kick it out to Young. He wants 3. This time he won't get it. Dreesen able to secure the board. Gunderman pushes it up court. Freeman knocks the pass out of bounds.
I think a fan was trying to hit a shot from the stands. One of the students.
Gunderman is almost in the stands, and he hits it.
Leads 9 now for the Cardinals.
So here we are. Hetwer, another 3, not this time. Rebound tipped, poked around, and bumped out of bounds. Last touched by the Cougars. So here we are, just less than 4 minutes into this second half, and we have 4 more three-pointers.
Yeah, it's a three-fest.
2 on either side of the ledger. Jerry Freeman up top. Hetwer trying to force that one underneath. It was knocked away out of bounds by D'Agostino.
Yeah, looking for Young underneath. Young broke to the inside, and I like the thought.
Hetwer in the corner, kicks it out. Young attacks, back out to Hetwer in the corner. Freeman into the post, back out. Stoll on the baseline, tried to drop it off for Jordan. Gunderman got a piece of it. Hosfield secures, and Stoll nearly stole it right back.
He was being pesky for sure.
Hosfield from below the baseline, able to hit the jump shot.
Leads back to 7, where it was at the half for the Cardinals.
Yep, an 8-point run for the Cardinals, an 8-point run for the Cougars, and there's a steal in the paint. Three-pointer for Hosfield is good.
Now, just like that, Centennial back into it.
Including the last 5 points of this ballgame. Burgoon skies to take that pass away, and he scores. It's a 2-point game. Timeout, Centennial.
Centennial doing a great. No,
maybe not.
No, the guy. I thought so as well, but.
Cardinals, who had that 17-point lead in the first half, now just up by 2. Young alone underneath scores. He's got 24. Gunderman through traffic, kicks it right for Dreesen. Back for Gunderman, high on the right wing. This time it's off the mark. Only Cardinals under the basket, so an easy rebound. Parker Stoll for 3. This one is going to bounce all over, but not fall through.
Yeah, he was hitting from that spot on the court in the first half.
Dreesen from the right corner, no good. Long rebound by Stoll. Young had it poked away. Burgoon behind the defense. Back to a 2-point game again.
Yeah, Centennial's definitely will not go away, obviously, and Cardinals had that lead up.
Three-pointer is good for Jackson Hetwer again.
Jackson has 21.
He's got 20.
It's unbelievable.
And they're all three-pointers.
Yeah.
D'Agostino out to Gunderman for three. This one's short. Thought for a second there it might
Get the roll.
come back off that glass and fall through. Hetwer once more. Not this time, but it's going to be Coon Rapids' ball as Burgoon could not secure the rebound, lost it out of bounds.
Jason Russ coming in for the Cardinals. Parker Stoll to the bench. Now we got a little bit bigger lineup for the Cardinals with Russ and Jordan.
Freeman an open look. He has three.
Lead up to 8. This is a wild one.
Burgoon finds his way to the paint. High floater is good over the outstretched hands of Russ. Jackson Young to Hetwer on the left side. Cardinals slow it down. Freeman lost it a little bit, able to recover. Young thought about the long three. Instead, inside, it's Connor Jordan for three. That's off the mark. Rebound punch back out to him, though. Hetwer from forever away can't get it to go. Russ able to get the putback.
Nice job by Russ. Just able to follow that miss. Push the lead back to 8.
Well, I love that it was Connor Jordan and Jason Russ right there for the rebound and realized they were on the same team.
Yeah.
And Russ, the easy path to the basket.
Are they going to call it Young? Ooh, that's big. That's big.
20 points in the first half, just 4 here in the second.
Tony Belpedio coming in. We're going to give Jackson Young a little opportunity to take some minutes off the clock with his 3 personals.
Burgoon thought about the 3, gets to the lane and scores instead. Cardinals will slow it down. 10 minutes to go in this second half. 6-point lead for the home team. Freeman lost the handle. Out of bounds.
Huh. We're under 10 minutes remaining in the second half.
Winner moves on to semifinal Saturday in Princeton. Will face the winner of Blaine and Anoka.
That should be a good game.
Burgoon pestered by Russ. Fires to Hosfield in the corner. D'Agostino looking for support. Gets a double team, gets it to Burgoon. He's bumped off the ball and will go to the line to shoot 2.
There you're going to see Burgoon make an opportunity to split the defense. There he draws the contact.
That'll be number 3 against Connor Jordan.
Yeah, we'll see Plowman Tate come back in and Jordan after this first attempt. So Young and Jordan now on the bench with 3 personals.
So Ty Burgoon, who we talked about in the open, had just 6 points in the first half. He's now got 19.
Well, you know, you weren't going to hold him down. He's their scorer. Obviously, over 1,000 points in school in his school history.
Possibly the first free throw attempts of the game. Get a look. Hetwer, 3 off the mark. The rebound by Plowman Tate. Freeman for 3 on the other side is good.
Wow. Lead back to 7 for the Cardinals.
Burgoon and Dreesen play catch. Burgoon long 3 is good.
Another timeout called. This time a timeout called by Centennial.
It's not a contest at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse without our #1 fan. Red is in the house.
Ty Burgoon has scored the last 13 points for Centennial. He's got 16 points in this second half.
And Freeman drains that 3.
That put him into double digits tonight. I expected it to be a lower scoring affair.
I thought
than,
for
than
sure.
this at the end.
Well,
I thought this was right about where we would see it, like high 60s, low 70s,
exactly,
mid 70s
for the whole game.
to the winner.
Yeah, but
for the whole game. But we've still got 9 minutes to play.
left. Yep. Was I coming up from the basement? I didn't know we had one.
75-71 in favor of the second-seeded Cardinals. Just a tick more than midway through the second half. Belpedio to Freeman, right side for Hetwer. High post, Plowman Tate. Freeman for 3, he's got another one.
Yeah, Jerry spotted up, and we talked about the fact against Tanoka to end the season, he had 30. He's got 13 here tonight. That's a big 3-pointer. It stretches the lead back to 7.
Gunderman has an open look. He's got another one.
Wow, that's just amazing. The amount of 3-pointers in this game. I don't think we've ever seen a game that we've done, Joe, with this many 3-pointers.
I doubt it. Pass deflected, but Hetwer able to recover across for Belpedio into the paint, gets the contact, bucket is good, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
Yeah, really a strong move by Tony. He's able to stretch and get in between the defenders and get the bucket, get his body cleared so he was able to get a good look at the basket and then pick up that fraction. So you're going to see he's just going to lean a little towards his left.
Free throws off the mark, rebound tipped out of bounds by Russ. So a 6-point lead. 8 minutes to play. Gunderman back to Burgoon. They'll continue to play catch up top. Long pass deflected away out of bounds by Freeman. Jerry Freeman, we talked about it, does a ton away from the ball. Just 6 points in that first half, or 5 points in that first half. But he's up to 13 now, but he leads the team in rebounds, assists, and steals per game. Dreesen all the way back out near midcourt. Gunderman an open look. He's got another.
Wow. It's just amazing.
He's got 27 to lead all scorers. That's 9 3-pointers for you mathematicians at home. And that includes the 3-quarter court shot that beat the buzzer in the first half. We're back to a 3-point game. Plowman Tate to Hetwer for 3. No. Belpedio battling for the rebound, lost out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal ball.
How many 3-pointers, Gunderman? What was the number?
Number 9.
Number 9.
That was number 9. That last one was number 9 for Gunderson. 7 for Jackson Hetwer. Passing, gets it to Plowman. Tate, bucket, and the foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that one on Dreesen, I believe. Yep. That'll be his second, team third. Coach Waldvogel getting an explanation from one of our officials.
Plowman Tate able to take advantage of the extra opportunity. Timeout Cardinals up by 6, 7:09 on the clock.
Yeah, this is a crazy one, Joe. This is just we did talk about, we always like to try and predict the score before, but we wouldn't have, as you mentioned, wouldn't have predicted where the score is here with the amount of time remaining.
Yeah, we're by the way, we're up to the 3-pointer count is up to 17-16 in favor of Centennial.
Amazing.
Each team with 6 3-pointers to this point of the second half.
It's crazy.
I don't know what they were doing the research in the truck trying to find out the most 3-pointer made by a single team in a Minnesota State High School League game, we believe to be 27 by a single team.
That's a lot of threes.
I don't know if there's a record for most
Combined.
completed by a combined team in a single game.
I'm sure there is.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Gunderman just unconscious.
I was just gonna say-
He had pressure on him that time, too.
Yeah, he's got 30.
the last 3 for Centennial. And it's back to a 3-point game. Amazing when you talk about the number of 3-pointers in the game and what's the difference in the game? 3 points. Although the team that's trailing is the team with 2 more 3-pointers than the other. Turnaround jumper for Jackson Young. Hit everything but the nylon. Rebound ripped away from Russ. Ty Burgoon able to get control for Centennial. Tense situation at the barn. Great feed from Burgoon.
Oh, he gets a
Bucket
foul.
and a foul.
On Young.
And Dreesen a chance to tie from the line.
And that's on Young. So that'll be his 4th. We'll see what. Yeah, that's unfortunate because he just can't get himself going here. Picked up that 3rd, had to come sit on the bench, and then got back in and then quickly picked up a 4th, which puts him back to the bench.
Exactly 6 minutes on the clock. As Jackson Dreesen attempts to tie it, and he does so from the free throw line. It all comes down to the last 6 minutes. Who will punch their ticket to semifinal Saturday? Cardinals with their leading scorer on the bench, 4 fouls. Pass knocked away. Burgoon able to get to it. Freeman thought he got to it to punch it away. Instead, he's going to be called for the foul. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the Cardinals in some foul trouble. 3 on Jordan, 3 on Freeman, 4 on Young.
Ball knocked away out of bounds. Hosfield will check back in for Centennial. Burgoon an open look from the top of the key. It won't go. Hosfield in traffic, had the ball, but taken away. And at the other end, Connor Jordan all alone.
Yeah, Coach Wellbone calling for the foul, didn't get one. And then, of course...
his man was mugged underneath the basket.
That's what I say. He was calling for it, but he didn't get it called.
D'Agostino kicks it out. Gunderman will get it to Burgoon. Hosfield back out. D'Agostino. 3-pointer for Gunderman, in and out. Jason Russ has the rebound. Fan base coming alive, getting loud when the Cougars are on offense. TPT for 3, no good.
Oh.
Freeman is there to put it back.
Wow, Jerry Freeman with a great hustle play. That was huge. He's got 15.
3-pointer for Hosfield off the mark. Belpedio gets it to Freeman. Top of the key. Connor Jordan ran into traffic. Belpedio knocks down a 3. Cardinals with 7 unanswered have opened the lead again.
Cougars calling timeout here. 4:07 remaining. Push the lead, as you mentioned, to 7. 90-83. That's the 5th point of the contest for Tony Belpedio, and a big 3-pointer for that young man. There you see it, just drop it. Drop it like it's hot. This play, Jerry Freeman, just a hustle off the TPT miss.
Again, 10 points in the second half after a relatively quiet first.
Yep.
And they need him with Jackson Young on the bench. Those 4 fouls.
Well, it'll be interesting to see when Coach O brings him back here. With there's still plenty of time remaining, but obviously you want him on the court as much as possible. And once he gets on the court, Centennial will go after him, trying to get him pick up that 5th. But nonetheless,
this is going to be the 6th time that they're into 90. They're above 90 points this season. They've scored 94 twice, I believe. Burgoon into the corner. Dreesen will get it back to him. Gunderman, who's had the hot hand. Burgoon. And there's going to be a foul. Yep. They
Belpedio.
called Belpedio.
We'll take that one.
Hooked him a little bit as he was going by. First one of the night for Tony.
That's the 6th team foul.
Connor Jordan got a piece of the pass, but Burgoon recovers. Gunderman from the wing can't get it to go. Good box out from Connor Jordan, keeping Hosfield off the ball. Cardinals secure. Cardinals taking their time, up by 7. No need to rush. To the lane, left hand, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's on, I believe that's on Gunderman.
Burgoon.
Oh, Burgoon, okay. That's his 2nd. That looks like Young getting ready to check back in.
Number 10, Jackson Young.
Freeman able to hit them both clean. The lead is 9 with 3:20 to go. Burgoon to Hosfield along the baseline. Dreesen puts it up and in. Cardinals quickly to the other end. Plum and Tate will slow it down. Freeman working against Hosfield. Hands it off for Young. A long 3-pointer is short. Rebound by Gunderman. He'll leave it off for Ty Burgoon.
Yeah, that one off the front iron. Yeah, came in, been sitting on the bench fair amount on there. Going to recall Jordan for the reach in. That'll be his 4th.
Trying to get around D'Agostino.
Yeah.
It'll put D'Agostino at the line and shoot a 1-and-1. Off the miss, Connor Jordan has the rebound.
Well, Connor Jordan's been hasn't scored a lot, 4 points, but he's been really good on the boards. And again, Coon Rapids can afford to take their time.
Good dish down low, kick back out. Plowman Tate for 3, it's good.
That's big, puts the lead to 10 with 2:20 remaining.
High pass, Dreesen gets it back to Burgoon. Inside, and that's going to go against Connor Jordan again.
That's 5 if that's against Jordan.
Nope, it's going to go against Jackson Young.
And that's 5 on Young. So they'll have to play the last 2:09 without their leading scorer.
Finishes with 24 points, 20 of them in the first half.
Parker Stoll back in. We'll take a look at it.
I don't know how you call that.
How do you call that on Jackson
Young? I don't know how
Young?
you call that on Jackson.
I mean, you probably should have called that on Connor, but
It's definitely a foul on Connor
yeah,
Jordan.
it's not. He didn't.
Either way, you were losing a player. But
Yeah.
And Jordan, I think, tried to argue his case that it was him.
Right, he did. He pointed to himself. Timeout, Coon
Free
Rapids.
throw off the mark, and the Cardinals again with the rebound and a 10-point lead possession. 2:02 to go. You definitely want to soak up the clock as much as you can,
do.
but at the same time, you got here by playing a fast-paced game.
No,
you
you
don't want to
did.
get out of your rhythm.
You did, but you do. You want to burn clock if you can, but you're right. You don't want to get out of the rhythm.
Well, already the highest scoring contest of the year for the Coon Rapids squad, surpassing the 94 they had scored before. I guess they only scored 94 once. They had
One
scored
time.
93
Yeah.
twice.
All right.
And I believe, I'd have to go look again, but I believe this is the 6th game of 90 or more this season. 27 contests. Foul's going to be called against Dreesen.
Well, they have fouls to give. That's just their 5th.
Inbound goes to Velpino, all alone on the right side, just waiting for defense to come. He gets it to Freeman. Gets it to Russ. Jordan. He's blocked, got it back, and then he's tied up by Burgoon. That was a good show of hands by Ty Burgoon. Cardinals will keep it. 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
1:47 remaining, and 10-point lead for the Cardinals.
Jerry Freeman working against Burgoon, gets around him on the right, gets the foul before the shot. And that'll be their last foul to give.
Yeah.
It'll be 1-1 moving forward.
And again, you have to do it. You got to do it.
Late substitution getting Will Quick back on the floor. Cardinals will be happy to see number 3 report to the bench.
I'm a little surprised that he's the guy coming out. You know, they need points.
Freeman gets behind Burgoon and scores off the glass. Dreesen on the baseline, shot is short. Freeman has the rebound, and he is fouled by Dreesen.
And again, they have to do that in this spot. They're out down by 12 and running out of time.
See, did we ISO the wrong guys?
Well,
now,
no, maybe
now
we
the
may
guys,
not have.
now the guys we talked about, Dreesen, Burgoon has 22. Freeman now has 20.
And you see, you just don't know how the tide turns. Obviously, Jackson Young, second half limited with foul situation. Had a huge first half. And big free throws. I mean, just huge free throws.
21 points, 16 of them here in the second half for Jerry Freeman. Jumps the pass all alone. He'll lay it up and in. The Cardinals are over the century mark. And the lead is 16. That could be the dagger right there, boys and girls. Cougars scrambling. Long 3 for Gunderman won't go. Plowman Tate flies in for the rebound. Cardinals get up court quickly. Plowman Tate alone underneath. He scores.
Under a minute.
Dreesen for three. It's good. Cardinals playing keep away.
And well, they should. And they're going to get a foul. Put Belpedio to the line. Well, you know, nobody happier in this gym maybe than Jackson Young, having fouled out with another opportunity to continue the season. Not his season.
3 players over 20 points for the Cardinals tonight.
Amazing. And you got 3 players over 20 for Centennial as well.
Yeah. Gunderman leading the way with 30. He's back on the floor, no surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, 103 to 88. No way I would have imagined that when we started this. Belpedio hits the first, earns the second. .32 ticks remain in the Centennial season. Belpedio hits them both. Back to a game-high 17-point lead for Coon Rapids, and that's a backcourt violation. And a turnover back to the Cardinals, and I think the Cougars will just let them wind the clock at this point.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's an opportunity for them to be back into this game with 23 seconds remaining and down by 17.
Couple of passes for the Cardinals, and they will head to Princeton for the semifinals.
Yeah, that's a 4 o'clock start, as you mentioned, the winner of Blaine and Anoka. That does it.
No, Cardinals are going to be called for a 10-second violation.
Well,
Belpedio needed to pass it. And then he sent it towards... Oh, it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, that's a shot clock, and which is fine, and
let
that's
the
the
shot
game.
clock go out.
So that's going to be the final, Joe. 105-88. That's a convincing win for Coon Rapids, and I give Centennial a lot of credit because they kept this game close for most of it. But Cardinals pulled away at the end. They did a lot of that without number 10 on the court for Coon Rapids most of that second half, or good parts of that second half anyway.
We will take a break and be back with some reaction after this. You're watching CTN coverage of the Section 7 4A Boys quarterfinals.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse on the campus of Coon Rapids High School. It's a wild one here. It's tough. There's a lot of commotion going around. A 105-88 win for the Cardinals to advance in the sections. I'm here with 2 of the stars. To my right, Jackson Network. To my left, Jackson Young. Jackson, I'm going to talk to you first. 21 points, all on threes.
Yep.
Coach said that this week in practice, you were lights out from shooting from outside. Talk about your night. Talk about what you were feeling. And I heard your teammate called you out and said you're going to have a big night tonight.
Man, I've been in a slump lately, but this week I knew it was different. It's sections I have to lock in. You know, I knew from practice I started shooting really well, and I called it. I was like, I'm going to have a really good game today. My teammates give me the ball. They were helping me out through practice and today. He called it apparently too, so big game, man. It feels good.
You could tell when the ball left your hand that it was going in, and you just, you know, a shooter's mentality. When you get in that rhythm, it comes easy to you. You know, talk a little bit in terms of what you're advancing now. You're either going to play Blaine or Anoka. Talk about that next game. Enjoy this one first, but talk about that next game because you played them both.
I mean, I feel really confident for both of them. We know what we got to do. We got to keep working, go to practice, working as a team, move the ball. We can't sit on this one too long. We're gonna celebrate tonight, but tomorrow we got to get to work.
Talk about what the coach said in the halftime. You guys, they hit a big 3 to cut the lead to 7.
This is different defensive strategies to try and cover their shooters. You know, there wasn't really much we could do. Hand in the face, he was still making them, so we just kind of had to play harder than them, outwork them.
Thanks, Jackson. Good luck on Saturday. We'll see you there. Jackson Young, 24 points, a lot of them in the first half. When we closed this broadcast, I said there's nobody happier in this gym than number 10 because now you get an opportunity to continue your season. Talk about your night and 24 points. Great night for you.
You know, 20 points at half, I was really feeling it. Thought I was going to keep on going, but foul trouble got to me in the second half. I'm glad my teammates could step up. You know, Hetwer had a huge game, and I could see it coming from practice. But, yeah, I'm really proud of how my teammates stepped up today. I'm proud of them.
Talk a little bit about what Jerry Freeman did because, you know, he really picked. He only had 6 points, I believe, 4 points, I think, at the end of the first half. Did a really nice job, especially when you were out picking up the slack, running the offense, doing a good job of putting the ball in.
I mean, yeah, that's like the part about Jerry is that I'm a pretty inconsistent player, but you know Jerry's going to give you 15 and 10 every single night. So, you know, it's really nice to be able to rely on him, even if I'm in foul trouble and I'm out, that we can rely on him and he'll get the job done.
Connor didn't score the 24 points they did in the last matchup, but I thought he was a monster on the board. Talk a little bit about how important that is for you guys, getting those rebounds and getting out quickly.
You know, yeah, it's been a problem for us all year just to rebound the ball, but I mean, yeah, him having that game last time really helped us. But again, I'm glad that everybody else stepped up, and he was a major contributor to that. I mean, we can rely on him every single night to play physical. If he has a good game, bad game, we know he's going to do that.
Thanks, Jackson. Congrats. We're going to see you guys on Saturday. We're going to take a quick break and be back with Coach O right after this.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at Roger E. Carlson, the Nest, 105-88 win for the Cardinals. I'm here with head coach Michael Gore. Coach, got to feel pretty good to get that win.
Oh, yeah. What a wild game. I mean, you tell me, you know, you're going to give up 7,000 points to one player and we're going to give up 88 and we're going to win. I told their coach, said, listen, if I knew you guys were going to shoot like that and score 88, I was probably going to have to be planning my spring break tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm very proud of us. I mean, we executed, and some dudes really stepped up, man, tonight.
The fact number 10 out a lot of that second half, you got to be really proud of the way your guys kind of picked up the slack for his scoring. He had 24, but 20 of those in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm proud of how, I mean, just the way we stepped up. Guys really hit some shots. Sarah for Hetwer, man, just having a heck of a week. I mean, at practice, that kid could not miss. And so, you know, like early in the game, like, all right, let's roll, let's go 23, and just so proud of him. That kid has worked so hard here for so many years, and to have that moment is great, and we needed it. You know, obviously you can think of like the Young and Freeman, who we know are just anchors, but how about a Tegan Plowman Tate coming off the bench, huge minutes, some big shots and big moments for us, and super proud, man. I told these guys, like, we're battle tested. We don't have to be afraid of this opportunity. We've worked for this opportunity, and man, did these guys play like loose and fun, and wow, what a game.
So it's either going to be Blaine or Anoka on Saturday. Talk a little bit about whoever it is, about the matchup Saturday at 4 o'clock in Princeton.
Yeah, well, different teams. I mean, we know that Blaine could easily do this too. Blaine's such an explosive offensive team. And so we know that, you know, in terms of them, you know, it could be a firefight again. In terms of Anoka, not that Anoka can't be explosive too. We just played him the other day, a very physical, tough game. We know no matter what, it's going to be a team in our league. You know, our conference is the toughest, right? We know that. And all these teams are so battle tested. So we know it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a rivalry game. And what, again, a great opportunity for us to, you know, hey, we're one step away from getting back to a section championship. So if that doesn't give us juice, then we must be dead.
Coach, congrats on the win. Hopefully you and I are doing this again late Saturday afternoon, and we'll be back to bring all the coverage to you guys.
And the preceding Thursday?
And the preceding Thursday as well.
Should I?
You're proud of Dad and your team?
Yeah!
How about you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Should I do it to Howie?
Yeah, you should do it. Yeah! All right, we're going to throw it back to Joe Young. Joe, take it away.
Thank you, Howie. And yeah, what a game. 3 guys on either side of the ledger with 20 or more points. We had 19-18, the final count in 3-pointers. And Coach talked about that was the end of the first half. Gunderman hitting the 3-pointer from 3-quarter court. And Centennial battled back in that second half, got it back to being tied, even took a lead for a short time, but the Cardinals able to reestablish the lead and really pull away down the stretch. Each team hitting 8 3-pointers in the second half, 18-19, the final. And Coach Ogorek talked about it, how Blaine can easily do this.
Yeah.
And I loved also that he said it's definitely a team from our conference, calling out the number 1 seed in the section, Forest Lake, who Blaine finished their regular season by beating Forest Lake 70-67.
Yeah, whether it's going to be Blaine or whether it's going to be Anoka, it's going to be a great game on Saturday afternoon, and Cardinals got to feel really good about themselves. Centennial did a really good job of digging into that 17-point lead earlier in the game and getting it back, but Cardinals didn't let go. They continued to fight and they continued to hit from outside, and they continued to rebound and played really scrappy basketball. It was a lot of fun.
Well, and it was we talked about Ty Burgoon, a school record holder in a couple of different categories, and he really put the team on his back in the second half.
He did.
And willed them back into a tie game, but Coon Rapids able to have the final say, and they are on their way to Princeton on Saturday for a semifinal matchup, and as you mentioned, we will be there.
We will be there.
We will continue to follow the boys as far as they are able to go, as far as we are allowed to follow, and that will be the rest of our winter schedule. And that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score in this Section 7 4A quarterfinal. Number 2 seed Coon Rapids 105, number 7 seed Centennial 88.